What do high-tech chips, Venezuelan oil, and used military spending all have in common?
They re all at the center of massive global shifts that are reshaping our world economy right now. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer picture of where the world is heading and why it matters to you. Let's dive right in with the first major trend: the battle for semiconductor supremacy. We're talking about those tiny, super powerful chips that are the brains behind everything from your phone to artificial intelligence. Companies like Nvidia are at the forefront, creating chips so advanced they've become a strategic national asset. This isn't just about business anymore, it's about power. The United States has put its foot down, implementing strict export controls on some of these high-performance chips, especially when it comes to China. The official reason is national security, and it's a move that has sent shockwaves through the tech industry. It's like telling a top chef they can't use a specific crucial ingredient. The question everyone is asking is, what will China do next? Well, reports suggest that Chinese regulators are already in talks with their own tech giants. They're trying to figure out their future needs and map out a path forward. It's a delicate balancing act. On one hand, China has ambitious goals to develop its own domestic chip industry and reduce its reliance on foreign technology. On the other hand, the demand for top-tier foreign-design processors isn't going away overnight. They still need them for their data centers and AI development. This whole situation perfectly illustrates a much bigger trend. Semiconductors are no longer just commercial products you can buy off the shelf. They've become a key battleground in the competition between major world economies. Every export control, every licensing negotiation, and every domestic development policy has a direct impact on global supply chains. It forces companies to rethink their strategies, where they manufacture, and who they partner with. This tech Cold War is heating up, and the future of innovation hangs in the balance. Now, let's switch gears from technology to energy. Our second major trend is all about the shifting sands of the global oil trade, and right now, all eyes are on Venezuela. For decades, Venezuela has been known for sitting on one of the largest crude oil reserves on the planet. But due to complex political and economic factors, a lot of that oil has stayed in the ground. Recently, however, there's been a significant change in the air. International discussions have opened up the possibility of more Venezuelan crude oil making its way to the United States. This isn't just a simple business transaction. It's as part of a much larger negotiation involving potential investment in Venezuela as aging oil infrastructure and broader diplomatic cooperation. Think of it as a strategic chess move on the global energy board. Why is this so important? Well, moves like this can have a major impact on global crude prices. When a new significant supply source comes online, it can help stabilize or even lower prices at the pump for consumers. It also changes the balance of power in the energy trade, affecting the relationships between major oil producers like those in the Middle East and major consumers like the US and Europe. This really underscores how deeply intertwined energy markets are with geopolitics. It's not just about supply and demand. Decisions about where oil is sold, who gets to invest in the infrastructure to extract it, and the political conditions attached to those deals can create ripple effects across the entire globe. It influences production incentives for other countries, shifts trade routes, and redraws the map of global energy alliances. It's a dynamic and fascinating space to watch. Finally, let's talk about our third key trend: defense and security spending. It's a topic that often flies under the radar in everyday economic conversations, but it has a massive impact on global financial flows. Right now, in the United States, there are serious discussions happening about the future of the defense budget. Policymakers are looking at potential increases in spending, and the focus is on two key areas: modernizing the military and investing heavily in next-generation technology. We're talking about everything from advanced aircraft and naval ships to cyber warfare capabilities and space-based systems. While the exact budget numbers are still being debated in Congress, the direction of travel is clear: more investment in high-tech defense. Now, why should the average person care about the defense budget? Because these changes send powerful signals throughout the economy. When the government signals a multi-year spending increase, it directly impacts major industries like aerospace, manufacturing, and technology. It can drive job growth in certain sectors and boost investor confidence in related companies. The stock prices of major defense contractors often react to these budgetary discussions. These debates about defense spending are part of a larger strategic conversation. Nations are constantly weighing how to allocate their resources. How much should go to traditional military hardware versus emerging technologies like AI and quantum computing? How do you balance defense needs with investments in economic growth and social programs? Decisions made in Washington about military spending have a tangible effect not just on national security, but also on industrial policy, employment, and the financial markets. So let's tie it all together. We've looked at the strategic competition over semiconductors, the geopolitical shifts in the oil market, and the changing priorities in defense spending. What do these three distinct trends tell us? They show us a world that is more interconnected than ever before. Technology, energy, and security are not separate issues. They are the three pillars that support the modern global order. A decision made about a microchip in Silicon Valley can affect manufacturing in Asia. A deal for oil in South America can influence gas prices in Europe. A budget vote on defense in Washington, D.C. can shape the fortunes of industries and investors worldwide. Understanding these powerful undercurrents is essential for making sense of the headlines. It helps us see the bigger picture of how global money flows and political decisions create the economic realities we all live in. Developments in one corner of the world can and do have far-reaching impacts across continents and sectors. The global economy is a complex, interconnected web, and these are the threads that are being pulled right now. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the forces shaping our world. See you next time.